Hi everybody, and welcome to day 8 of SAB's 81-day drop-in creativity challenge. And I'm in this place, which is, it's nature, kind of a little park. It's that retention basin where if there's a flood, they close the gate at the bottom where the little stream runs through, and that becomes a lake. And I've got the sound of running water, which will get us in the mood for our little bit of mindfulness, I guess. Can you hear this? That's a stream. Goes past, I can't see much of a stream there. It goes past the bottom of my son's garden. There it is. It's quite nice. I used to live here by the stream. And here comes my son, so maybe he's gonna, I don't know what he's gonna do. There he is. Hello, boy. Hello, that's good. The last time he was screaming at his imaginary class for the entire video. I think he heard me. He's going to come back and start screaming or tell me off. Anyway, I'm going to give you a bit of mindfulness. I'm going to try and keep this one short today. And it's from a new book. I haven't shown you this book before. And it's called Mindful Thoughts for Makers. And it says connecting head, heart and hands. So that's quite a nice one. And I'm going to read you a tiny little excerpt. It's the first part from this chapter called Experimenting, the very first chapter, very first paragraph there. And it says, putting ourselves in a situation to experiment with our work opens our eyes and hearts to different possibilities. To make what others may consider a technical mistake is about testing the boundaries of ourselves through our creative practice. When we step past the safe bubble of familiarity, in which we always know the answer, we are able to grow in our creative practice as well as our personal lives. So that was a really short one about not believing that there's such a thing as mistakes or errors or no good, and pushing ourselves to try things that we haven't done before to see what happens. Technical mistakes, I see a lot of people thinking they've made technical mistakes, such as when they offer a piece of art in the Today's the Day group or in the Infinite Creativity Now group, and they'll offer some sort of art, often with an excuse along the lines of, I know this isn't very good, but, or it's not finished, but, and just getting little people walking past there, looking at me strangely, and I don't buy it. You know, I don't like this idea that something's no good and that we have to apologize for it. But it's very tough sometimes when I put something out there. For example, I just written a poem yesterday. I'll share it with you. I don't know if I can read it here. It might be too small, but there's a huge temptation for me to make an excuse for it. You know, I mean, it's not that it's good or bad. It's just what it is. But I'm ever so tempted to say, you know, even little things like it's a bit of a weird one, or I couldn't find the right rhymes, or, you know, anything to excuse it before someone else makes some sort of criticism of it, even if they think it. And that's terrible. It doesn't help at all. It makes, you know, there's no point doing that whatsoever. You've created something new, get it out there and deal with it. So that's my advice to you. Try something new, get it out there. Doesn't matter what anyone else thinks, and move on to your next creative thing. So I'm going to show you a couple of my creative things, a couple of your creative things. And the objective for this is, my son's looking at me. I don't know what he's, hello? Hello. You all right? Yeah. Anything to say to the world? The world, yeah, there's millions of people. Oh no, there's no one. But there might be someone watching this at one point. Okay, say something, wait, I'm gonna say something interesting. You've got 9 seconds. Go.
Hello, my name is Leo. I speak 5 languages. German.
You speak 5 sandwiches? That's amazing.
Languages.
Okay, thanks. German, oh go on. German, what else? German, yeah.
German, Spanish, Catalan, French and English.
Yeah, okay, great. I mean, German you can say like maybe 3 words, but it's a good... No? 4 words. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Food?
Good. Okay, you can speak 5 words. talk to you again in a minute. So, right, done that. see if he's, oh no, he's not satisfied. He's going to come back for more. What? No, I don't speak. Nine. No sprechen Sie Deutsch. That'll confuse him. And I'm going to look at a couple of your creative things now. This is from Karen. I think it's Karen. And or was it Dorothy? And yeah, I think it's Dorothy. And she said that she's going to shred a load of paper because she's doing one of these sort of cleanup operations. But she decided to take a photo of her paper shredder and make it creative. So she's made a triangle and she has put a moon and a little smiley sun and an earth and a thank you sign. So she's being creative even when she's shredding paper, which is pretty cool. And then we've got an amazing photograph. I don't think I showed this to you yesterday. Amazing photograph from Thomas. And it's about, well, there's pigeons in it. And he said, I've often seen these two pigeons, but never got around to taking a photograph of them. And he's done an amazing job. That is superb, Thomas. I don't know exactly what you've done, but it's incredible. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even hypothesize. You've done something amazing, and that's what it looks like. And I love it. I've got quite a few friends who are pigeons as well, who pose for some of my Paris photographs or fly into the photograph or out of the photograph at just the right moment. So I really appreciate bird photographs. That's a really good one. And I'm just going to show you this one as well, which is absolutely stunning. I think it's Dorothy again. And what an incredible photograph. It's so simple. It's purism. There's hardly, it's a lamppost. Alice will love this. It's looking up at a lamppost. And I love the composition. I love the playing around with the colors and its purity and its minimalism. And it's just fantastic. Absolutely great. And there goes that kid again. And what else? So I'm gonna share something else with you now. By the way, if you are watching, Gal, hi Gal, nice to see you watching my little crazy activity of 81 days in a row making videos. Yep, another idiotic, amazing thing. So I'm just highlighting, Gal, if you want to create something, please do. The objective, one of the objectives of this is to encourage people to create and contribute. So if you want to contribute something creative in the comments to this video, I will look at it and say that it's wonderful tomorrow. I'm going to show you my creative photograph of the day, which is, it's one of the self-portraits. I do these crazy self-portraits, which I call creative disintegration. And it's basically you watch me disintegrate over the years and decades until I'm not here anymore. And that's one of me in some, well, it's actually in a passage in Paris, near 𝗏𝗡, in Montmartre, which is one of my favorite parts of Paris, with a load of graffiti and stuff. It's funny, part of the graffiti, one of them looks like the S that I signed my signature as. And I wrote this weird thing. And someone asked me about it, and I said, I don't know. So I don't know if I can, it's very small. Can I read this? I call it Holy Passage. I don't know why. Well, it says passage in the picture backwards on that sign, if you can see that, Passage des Abbesses. And then mirrors and stuff. It says this, Holy Passage, messed up in mirrors, misty misdemeanor. Sling me through the ringer, but don't bother with the cleaner. Clinging onto splinters, ever been a brave free winger. Shards of hope, don't fray the rope. Just make my meaning keener. So if you have any idea what that means, answers on a creative postcard to me, and I will read them tomorrow. And I've got one more thing to share with you before I say bye-bye. And that is something from one of my favorite ever books. It's a little book my mother gave me a long time ago. And it's called The Little Book of African Wisdom. And it's African sayings. And you can see that they're about the same things that anyone else has sayings about, but with an African flavor, which is really cool. So I'm going to read you some, and they put them into little sections. So I actually incorporated some of the little drawings, African art, into a couple of my paintings. And they put them into sections. So, for example, there's a section on lazy bones. So I'm going to read you some of these. Lazy bones. A lazy person does not know they are lazy until they drive a tortoise away and it escapes. That's from Hausa, the language which is used in Nigeria and Nigeria. Laziness and hunger are twins is a Swahili saying, apparently from East Africa. Laziness and hunger are twins. Sitting together won't do the work. Mamprusi from Burkina Faso. Sitting together won't do the work. You have to get off your backside sometimes, stop talking about it and do it, I guess. I'm going to try and interpret these. And then the last one is cool as well. From Malagasy in Madagascar. It says, the lazy person who goes to borrow a spade says, I hope I won't find one. Which it does ring true, doesn't it? There's certainly times when you really hope that the person you've gone to see isn't there, or that they won't pick up the phone. It's like when you phone someone and the actual person answers and you say, oh, I'm sorry, I wanted to speak to your answer phone. I'll leave it at that. That's 10 minutes, 11 and a half, and I go on a bit too long. So I hope you're doing fine. And I would like you to contribute something creative, please. That's the whole point of these. Please contribute anything. Could be words, could be a photograph, painting, anything that you've created, and leave it in any of my groups or below this video, and I'll mention it tomorrow. And the last thing is, the next thing you can do with me, if you would like to do something with me, is a mastermind. It's not a master class where I teach anything. It's literally, we get together for 9 weeks with a couple of break weeks as well. And we talk about our creative projects, and you can get there by you can discover what it's all about by going to infinitecreativitynow.com/mastermind. And please go and have a look and tell me what you think. You know, you don't get charged by looking at the page, but you might find it extremely interesting, an amazing way to get stuff done. And so check that out. And if you're interested in coaching with me, you can have a free coaching session if you go to infinitycoaching.biz and think that it would be useful for you. And that's it. I think. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. So my son is here again. Probably wants to say bye-bye. Bye-bye. No. Bye. See you soon. See you tomorrow. And thanks for watching. And be creative. Share something with me, please. And I would love to see it. Bye for now. Bye. Actually, I'm just going to see if anyone... No, that's it. Bye for now.